butter and peanut butter and sandwiches.
Do you even know what peanut butter is? What an odd thing for him to start with, given the fact that I don't know that he's ever had peanut butter in his life because of his siblings' allergies. So that's funny. Guys, I have all sorts of stuff for you. This is going to be jam-packed full of announcements, updates, and everything in between. I am going to be bouncing around a little bit too. I'm going to start this here. We got to get home, and I will keep updating you guys throughout the day because I know there's things I'm going to forget that I want to say. So, with that said, Mr. Moo here, two things. He has a new OT, which he's been working with for a couple of weeks now. I may have mentioned that before, that they finally got somebody new hired, and I'm really excited. She is phenomenal with him, and he responds to her. What? No, we'll get that in a minute. The fact that he responds so well to her is awesome, and not just that, and he's very wound because he just had a whole session with her, but he works for the entire hour, which was virtually unheard of with anybody before. Micah, what do you think?
Peanut butter and sandwiches and sandwiches.
So there it is. So anyhow, the next update for him, I got a call yesterday finally about the EEG. I got some basic information. Next week we will actually meet with the geneticist to have that update. So I will give you the basics for the EEG for the moment, but there will be another update here in the next week after we meet with him and get solid information on the mutation that they found for Micah, and everything is confirmed, and we get more information about that and what that really means for us. But for the EEG, the good news is that they did not see any signs of seizure activity. They didn't see any firing or anything that indicated that. They also said his entire brain is working cohesively, so everything is together. It's not, he said that they would have more concerns if it was, parts of it were firing at different rates than other parts, but it's not. His entire brain is functioning at the same level. The downside to their findings was that the total functioning is lower. He said that Micah's brain is firing at a rate that they would expect with a younger child. He didn't really say age specific, he just said a younger child. So he said that it's something he could outgrow, where it's just he's behind developmentally, and he could catch up. He also might not. And then because this neurologist actually is not the one that Micah has seen previously, or that ordered the MRI and EG and all of that. This was somebody filling in. So he didn't have his full case or anything. So he didn't know yet that we are meeting with genetics as well. And so when I told him we have a follow-up with them next week, it sounds like he was going to confer with the geneticist, and then we will go over all of that next week and see how they correlate with each other. So there is that. Guys, there is even more. I'm going to go ahead and drive home really quick though, because he's pretty restless. So once I get home, I'm going to update you guys on the even bigger announcements that are happening for our family. Okay guys, so the next update or announcement, yep, I do not have Mr. Moo with. We went home. I actually ran an errand first. We were there for a little bit, and now it is actually time to pick up the extra kiddo from school and then go pick up Ciara from work. With that said, guys, this one's a big one, and I've only got a partial on it for you guys. I'm kind of scattered. Guys, I am getting incredibly tired as the days go on. My stress levels are really, really mounted. My husband quit his job, and that sounded really dramatic. The better answer to that is he was offered a different position, and then gave his notice just the other day at his current job. and there's a certain time frame he's agreed to for both places. I'm not gonna share that just yet because a few other things have to work out yet. The new job is secured. He did all of the offer agreement paperwork there, and like I said, he's already given his notice at his current job. But then there's some other things too still in the works. But guys, when I've been telling you that there is some big things happening, this was part of it. He has been applying for other jobs for a little while, and he had done several interviews for this one, and they, like I said, they had to get the offer paperwork to him and everything, because yeah, it's the kind of job that takes offer paperwork. So that is the next huge piece of news. We are still fostering. We still have just the one kiddo placed with us, doing respite for others still. And speaking of the two little girls that we have done respite for a couple of times, I've mentioned them in the past. Balls of energy, so much fun, makes me remember why we don't have babies in the house full time, but they're fun in the meantime. We're gonna have those two again, plus their little foster sister. Yeah, I said little. So we're gonna have a 2-year-old, a 1-year-old, and I think the youngest one's like 6 months. So I'm gonna need lots of prayer and caffeine that week. That is huge. I mentioned Mr. Moo's EEG results earlier. We also recently did an evaluation for our second daughter. When she was 4, she was diagnosed with severe sensory processing disorder, and that actually put us on the style of parenting path that we've been on for, well, pretty much since then, and has really shaped us as who we are. So really, guys, I can credit a lot of my parenting skills to her and the things we've had to learn over the years. With that said, per her request several months ago, we just did an evaluation a month and a half, 2 months ago, somewhere in there. And the other day, her and I, actually I think it was yesterday, guys, my days are blurring together. We drove to the office that we went to. Boy, I'm being really cryptic. Anyhow, we went back for the review basically of her results, and she officially has an autism diagnosis with ADHD paired with her severe sensory processing disorder. Her autism was ranked at mild to moderate. The psychologist said that for the most part she scored a 1, but in her belief, from the way everything was done with the testing and having met Emmy, that you know, she could be a 2 sometimes. I don't even understand currently at the moment how they're ranking autism. They change it so often. So, you know, it's not just the mild, moderate, extreme. Maybe now there's levels too. So she's between a 1 and a 2, mostly a 1, sometimes a 2, I guess. I don't know how many numbers there are in that. The biggest reason for it, though, and the reason our daughter requested it, was she wanted to know if some of the things that she struggles with, if it is something she needs to learn how to figure out and get past, or if this is genuinely part of who she is, and it's going to take more to regulate that. Because, guys, she struggles with some of the societal norms. She is also our kiddo who doesn't like to be on camera very often. She doesn't mind me talking about her, but doesn't care to be on camera super often. She feels kind of awkward about it because she does struggle to read facial cues and jokes, which is really hard given my sarcastic nature. But we find a balance most of the time, and she doesn't hesitate to ask what exactly we meant. Which really puts us in check too when we realize we're getting too sarcastic or joking about things too often. So, guys, I am so not kidding when I say so many updates and everything else. I think school is about to let out now. I am going to get this kiddo home, and then I know there's still 1 or 2 more things that I am needing to update you guys on. Seriously, lots of stuff. It's crazy, and I'm so tired, and I'm so excited about life. It's a weird combination. Okay guys, next day, life just keeps going on. I've given you guys the update on Micah's EEG, that we see the geneticist next week, and that my husband quit his job, but not until he had another one lined up. As of right now, he's trying to wrap things up at his current job. He's going to be there for a little while yet, but he's got some different things he wants to get done. And because of the amazing person he is, he wants to make sure that he sets up the new supervisor to do well. He doesn't want to leave them scrambling for things. So he's making sure that, like, I mean, little things you probably wouldn't think of, but like toilet paper and paper towels for the bathroom at the warehouse, soap, just different things that he wants to make sure are stocked. So that's not what they have to worry about right away when they're training as a supervisor, because the person taking his position has not been one before, but he's been with the company a long time. So right now we are going to head over to some friend's house because, yeah, just a part of wrapping everything up. But also, bless you, also because I am taking, guys, I've been talking about it a lot, and it's only because I love it. I only talk about products I love. I will share stuff I don't care for, but I talk about it regularly when I love it. And Javi is that. I mixed up some of that Thai iced coffee with it, and I am taking it over to my friend Sandy's house so she can finally try it. She knows we're coming over mainly to pick up my husband, but she does not know I'm bringing coffee with. So that is going to be a separate video that I am slowly compiling as I get different people to try it and get their reactions and see what they think, because I loved my oldest daughter's reaction to it. Anyhow guys, I am going to get going. I hope that you are having a blessed day. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss everything else coming up next, because we are going to have more and more updates on him. Not to mention, other kids are growing and doing other things, huh? Because Blake's 9 now, and another one of ours just turned 18, which I did tell you guys about that as well, and her newest diagnosis. And by the way guys, little trick if you didn't know, keep a giant container of animal crackers in your vehicle. It seals, and it makes a really easy snack when you're on the go without having to worry about bringing things. So guys, I'll see you in the next one.